Welcome to the biology class. Unit 19 Plant Physiology. Photosynthesis, transpiration, exchange of gases are the last three topics of this lesson. In this video we are going to see these three topics. Green plants are called as autotrophs because they prepare their own food. How do the green plants prepare their own food? Green plants prepare their own food by the process called photosynthesis. What is the meaning of photosynthesis? Photo means light. Synthesis means to build. Photosynthesis takes place in the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Now let us see them things needed for photosynthesis. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a pigment found in leaves. The chlorophyll pigments trap sunlight. Water is absorbed by the root system from the soil. Carbon dioxide is taken from the atmosphere. Sunlight is naturally available. Sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll are the materials needed for photosynthesis. Green plants prepare food by using sunlight. In this process, water is taken inside, carbon dioxide is taken inside, oxygen is sent out, glucose is produced. In plants, the glucose is converted into starch. Starch is stored in fruits and other parts. Glucose and starch are carbohydrates. Photosynthesis produces carbohydrates and give out oxygen. Water and carbon dioxide are taken inside during photosynthesis. The green color pigments chlorophyll absorb sunlight. Let us see an experiment. This plant shows variegated leaves. The chlorophyll is not uniformly distributed in the leaves. Pluck a variegated leaf from Coleus plant. Keep in sunlight. The plant is kept in sunlight. From the plant, a leaf is plucked. Draw the picture of the leaf and mark the patches of chlorophyll on the leaf. This is the diagram of the picture of the leaf. Here the chlorophyll areas are marked. Immerse the leaf in boiling water followed by alcohol. Leaf is immersed in boiling water and then alcohol. The leaf is tested for starch using iodine. Iodine is used to test the starch. If starch is present, the particular part turns into blue. The leaf is kept in iodine solution. The part of the leaf that contains green color pigment turns blue. We can understand that the part of the leaf containing chlorophyll produced starch. That part turns into blue when we test the leaf for the starch. Chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Let us see another experiment. Place a potted plant in a dark room for about 2 days to destarch its leaves. When we keep the potted plant for 2 days in dark room, it removes the starch. Cover one of the leaves with thin strip of black pepper. A leaf is covered with thin strip of black pepper. Keep the potted plant in bright sunlight for 4 to 6 hours. The plant will produce starch. Pluck the selected covered leaf and remove the black pepper. This is the selected leaf covered with black paper. The leaf has to be tested for starch. Immerse the leaf in boiling water for a few minutes and then in alcohol. The leaf is immersed in boiling water and then in alcohol. Then the leaf is tested for the presence of starch by using iodine. Test the leaf now with iodine for the presence of starch. Now the leaf is tested in iodine. The covered part of the leaf does not turn blue, whereas the uncovered part of the leaf turns blue colored. Uncovered part of the leaf turned black blue color. That means the uncovered part was exposed to sunlight that produced starch. So this indicates that light is necessary for photosynthesis. The part of the leaf exposed to the sunlight produced starch. Carbon dioxide 6CO2 plus 6H2O water. Chlorophyll pigment gives glucose C6H12O6 6O2 oxygen. This is photosynthetic equation. If we stand under a tree during hot summer, how do we feel? Definitely we will feel comfort. Will the temperature under the tree be lower than that of the surrounding? Really, the temperature under the tree will be lower than that of the surrounding. The reason is loss of water from leaves. Plants absorb water through the roots. Root system absorbs water. Plants do not use all the water, so the remaining water is lost through the leaves in the form of water vapor. This is called as transpiration. The loss of water in the form of vapor from the aerial parts of the plant body is called transpiration. Leaves have minute openings. They are microscopic openings called as stomata. The stomata are covered by kidney-shaped cells. Water evaporates through these stomata. Each stomata is surrounded by guard cells. Each stomata is surrounded by kidney-shaped guard cells. Here 3 closed stomata and 3 open stomata. Guard cells open and close the stomata. These guard cells help in opening and closing of stomata. During daytime, the guard cells open the stomata. During night time, the guard cells close the stomata. This diagram shows open stomata. Here there are 2 guard cells. The guard cells help in opening and closing of stomata. Let us see an experiment. In this experiment, a potted plant is covered by polythene sheet. A plastic sheet covers the aerial parts. It is kept in sunlight for few hours. What can we observe? We can observe water droplets on the surface of the plastic sheet. This is because of transpiration. There are 3 types of transpiration. They are stomatal transpiration. Transpiration that takes place through stomata is stomatal transpiration. Loss of water from plants through stomata is stomatal transpiration. 90 to 95% of water transpired from leaves. Cuticular transpiration. Transpiration that takes place through cuticle is called cuticular transpiration. The leaves are covered by a wax-like covering called as cuticle. Because of the presence of cuticle, the water rolls when water falls on the leaves. Lenticular transpiration. Loss of water from lenticels. The lenticels are tiny openings that protrude from the box in woody stem. Here the plant shows woody stem containing barks. Minute openings project out through the box called as lenticels. Water is lost through the lenticels, that is called as lenticular transpiration. The three types of transpiration are stomatal transpiration, cuticular transpiration, and lenticular transpiration. Transpiration is important activity. Transpiration creates a pull in the leaves and stem. The water loss through the leaves causes a suction pressure or a pull. This transpiration pull creates an absorption force in the roots. Water is lost through the leaves, that causes absorption pull in the roots, so roots absorb more water. Transpiration is necessary for continuous supply of minerals. Due to transpiration, water flows. Along with water, the minerals also move. Transpiration regulates the temperature of the plants. How does the plant get air? The leaves have minute pores called stomata. Through the stomata, the exchange of air takes place. Air exchange takes place continuously through the stomata. Exchange of air means taking in one type of air and send out another gas. Oxygen gas and carbon dioxide gas are exchanged through the stomata. Plants exchange carbon dioxide and oxygen continuously through the stomata. This is called as respiration. In this video, we discussed about three topics. They are photosynthesis, transpiration, and exchange of gases.